US President Trump is pushing for a 15% to 20% minimum tariff on all EU goods. This increases negotiation pressure. The pressure is intensifying, but the real threat is tariffs on specific industries, especially semiconductors and pharmaceuticals. Countries and regions with advanced production will face a first wave of tariff impacts. Trump's highest tariff so far target products, not specific countries or regions. Signs indicate more industry-specific tariffs are coming soon. Trump has already imposed measures, including 50% tariffs on aluminum and steel and 25% on automobiles. U.S. Commerce Secretary Lutnick stated details on electronics and semiconductors will be announced by month end after a national security investigation. Which countries and regions will be hit hardest by electronics and pharma tariffs? They face severe impacts. Reports suggest that countries with advanced industries will bear the brunt. Take India and Singapore, exporting pharmaceuticals to the U.S., each averaging about $10 billion annually. They face around $10 billion in exports. Singapore, however, faces tariffs 6 times higher than India's due to its adjustments. Its high-end products like vaccines carry higher added value than India's. Taiwan will face semiconductor tariffs. Japan and South Korea in the auto sector are already impacted. Industry-specific tariffs are unlikely to be negotiated away. Agreements are tough, but some countries are still negotiating. Singapore's deputy PM prioritizes securing farmer concessions. Japan and US talks on auto tariffs are stalled, reaching a deadlock. They've collapsed. Looking at the US market, with higher EU tariffs proposed and improving US consumer inflation expectations, recent performance is mixed. Last Friday, tech stocks performed strongly, supporting the Nasdaq index to hit a new high. It reached another record intraday, setting a new high. We can see last Friday, the Nasdaq hit another record, peaking then pulling back, so tech stocks remain a key market focus. This week, President Trump plans a major speech on Wednesday, an important address. The speech will outline a vision for AI development, proposing a strategy to ensure U.S. leadership in AI. This leadership focus is positive for markets. The Nasdaq, led by tech stocks, may hit new highs. This is bullish, as it's Trump's most significant AI statement yet. The event, Winning the AI Race, is set for July 23rd. An anonymous official said this speech will fully outline the Trump administration's upcoming AI industry plan. This action plan, initiated by an executive order signed days after Trump's January inauguration, was launched shortly after taking office. It's now in the final confirmation stage. This plan is led by Sachs and White House tech advisor Marr, with broad industry input. The plan is expected to be released by month end. Afterward, Trump will sign a new executive order to implement policies. So this week, for tech stocks, there's potential for bullish momentum, especially in the AI sector. This is key. Beyond Trump's Wednesday statement, the speech targets 2 groups. Beyond this positive, there were earnings. Q2 earnings for tech stocks are starting to roll out. Strong earnings could push indices higher again, continuing the rise. The overall trend is upward. Optimism is very strong. As markets climb, gains may not be huge, but they are steadily rising. Hitting new highs step by step. With this week's positives, we should focus on tech stocks, especially the Magnificent Seven. Let's look at the Magnificent Seven. Last Friday, Nvidia closed lower, but intraday, it hit a new high at 174.25 before pulling back. It briefly touched the 174.25 and retreated. Let's see how it moves next. These waves remain strong. Let's check opportunities on smaller time frames. We will analyze on a 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, Nvidia clearly faces short-term divergence. A short-term correction is likely. This pattern has appeared, peaking then pulling back. It started correcting with a clear divergence pattern. MACD shows clear divergence, indicating a short-term adjustment. This adjustment may not be large. It could consolidate in this range, digesting through sideways movement. Moving averages are converging, MACD forming a golden cross. A short-term upward move is possible. With this week's bullish catalyst and positive support for Nvidia, short-term opportunities remain. On the 1-hour chart, this level shows opportunity once averages converge, MACD forming a golden cross. This is a clear entry signal. When the stock reaches Nvidia's price keys a MACD golden cross above the zero line, indicating this adjustment is nearing its end. Once a golden cross forms above the zero line, with converging averages, a short-term upward move is likely. Without major negative news, it will likely expand upward. Its current trend shows clear insiders selling at highs, executives reducing holdings, yet the stock remains resilient. It only fluctuated slightly. We can see on the 1-hour chart it shows minor fluctuations. This has minimal impact. The trend remains strong. Without clear reversal signals or a formed topping pattern, no clear top has formed. Without strong suppression, the stock will likely rise. So for investors, we look for opportunities on the 1-hour chart. This opportunity came after Friday's peak, hitting a new high. Next, it may have another upward chance. Wait for moving averages to converge, for KDJ and MACD to form a golden cross. A small upward move is likely. For Nvidia, its strong trend and leadership in the AI rally make it a market favorite. This stock in the short term, this key line shows a slight pullback, still an opportunity. Wait for moving averages to align, MACD forming a golden cross. It will likely strengthen short term. With this week's bullish catalyst, the overall trend remains upward. Let's look at another case. Apple's current situation is tricky, but it faces a turning point. Despite clear resistance above. Before breaking this resistance, moving higher will face obstacles. This zone continues this pattern. It can't stay in this consolidation forever. Markets spend much time in consolidation, occupying most periods. For Apple, this level is nearing a turning point. Extended sideways movement here means a turn upward or downward. Let's check the 4-hour chart. We see resistance at this level, but current situation clearly nears a turning point. Why? The moving averages here are clearly converging. Averages remain converged, a key turning point signal. Its current trend, can it move upward? Can it break out? That's a key. If it breaks upward, the trend becomes clear. At this point, after long consolidation, what's next? On the 1-hour chart, the 4-hour chart shows a clear turning point. At this moment, an upward turn has a high probability. Why? MACD shows a clear golden cross near the zero line, plus bullish momentum is clearly dominant here. Though bullish momentum bars aren't very strong, currently it's clearly dominant, leading the trend. This bullish sentiment offers short-term opportunity here. Where does this opportunity point? Likely upward. To seize this upward chance, you must wait for a clear platform breakout. A clear breakout opens upward space. Without it, no sustained upside. So at this level, how to trade? The key is waiting for a clear breakout. If it breaks out, enter. Without a breakout, it may stay in this pattern, likely to keep oscillating. Apple's current situation at this level, if it breaks upward, that's a clear signal. A clear break above major resistance confirms an upward opportunity. How to enter? Wait for a clear signal. Enter after a breakout. Without a clear direction, stay cautious. It's clearly consolidating here without a direction. No clear trend has emerged, so wait for a clear direction. Once it breaks out, then enter. Wait for a clear breakout. Then we can trade. Without a breakout, avoid entering. Alright, this is our brief market review. For those with questions, feel free to comment below.